Hello, VC Olivier back for my first video of the new year. So first of all, I wish all of you a happy and especially healthy new year. And look, as well, lots of new record finds in 2022. But now, look, I have seen over the last days several videos on the top 10 finds of 2021. So I decided to do as well similar video. So look, I mean, for me as well, 2021 has been a bit of a special year. I mean, beside the pandemic, because as most of you might know, or at least will understand listening to me, I'm French. But I was moving around over the last 5 years between different countries, living in France, going to the Netherlands, then Brazil, then US, then coming back to France. And since 6 months now, I'm back in the US. And this time I decided not to take all my records with me. So my best find 2021 is really the best find of the last 6 months. But as well, if I look at 2021, the first 6 months, I bought a lot of heavy metal and hard rock records. And the second part, I bought more psych, prog rock, 70s hard rock records. So again, my top 10 for 2021 will be around psych, blues rock, hard rock, 70s hard rock. And look, I hope you will enjoy it. If you're not a subscriber, I would highly appreciate your subscription. And look, comments are always welcome. I like to read your comments. I like to answer your comments. So let's start with the first and the number 10, right, in my in my ranking. So number 10 of my 2021 find is this album from Green Bullfrog. It's only one album that this band did, and it's not really a band. I mean, it's Derek Lawrence, who produced the first three albums from Deep Purple, who put this band together. And this band was made of Blackmore, Pace, Glover, and some members from Procol Harum. So if you look at the names of the band members, it's not their real names. They use pseudos here because they were not allowed to use their real names. It sounds really like Deep Purple, the early Deep Purple. The record was done in 1970, but issued in 1971. I really loved it. I think if you like Deep Purple, you will definitely love this record. For me, it's like the Edgards and Rolling Stones, right? For those who know the album, the Edgards, which was as well mainly with the band member of the Rolling Stones, but they were not using their name. It's a bit the same, this one, right? It's kind of Deep Purple without namely being Deep Purple on the jacket. But I highly recommend. It's a cheap record in general, right? You can find it easily and for really cheap. It comes on the Decca label, and that's I think UK press, yes. Next one, a bit more difficult to find, krautrock, jazzy krautrock record from Germany, Munich band, which is called Missing Link, with the album Nevergreen. It's the only album that they made, and yeah, it comes with this nice gatefold cover. And you see the band inside the back cover. There is as well kind of a inner sleeve. I'm not sure if that's the original. I just see that it says CBS London, so it's probably not the original inner sleeve. And that's the record. It comes on United Artists record, and the album is from 1972. And again, if you like bands like Thirsty Moon, Embryo, jazzy krautrock bands, you will definitely like as well Missing Link. So number 8 now, so that was the number 9. I'm going backwards, right? So number 8 on my list is Jodo, which is a UK heavy blues rock, 70s hard rock band. And from the album as well, Guts, only album they did from 1971. I had this album on my want list for quite some time. I was looking to find a good deal, And finally, look, I bought it. Yeah, they are starting to get a bit pricey. So I decided to take it before it goes even further up. Some great titles on this record. I mean, Nightmare, for example, I'm still trying. Wish You Were Never Been Born. I think that's kind of my three favorites here. And it comes as well on the Decca label. And that's as well UK. I think it's a UK. Yes, it's a UK press. Next one, another UK heavy blues, psych, 70s hard rock band. Ashkan, with their only album from 1969, In From the Cold. Great album. I mean, highly collectible, difficult to find. I found this one in really great condition, and I got it for a good price, right? If I look at how much it goes online, I think for the UK press, because that's the original first UK press stereo, because they do it on mono as well, I think. So it comes with the original inner sleeve in this case, and you have again the Decca blue label on this one, and the titles as well, right? I mean, you have several great songs: Blacklash Blues, Darkness. They are really long, epic blues rock titles in my view. Next one is a US heavy psych 70s hard rock band, which is Maple. As well as most of this band, they did only one album, and Maple was a band from Baltimore in the US, and their guitarist Dennis Tobel used to play in Los Bravos and the Barbarians before, if these bands tell you something. And look, it's a good record, guitar-based record, I think, with some great guitar rhythms and solos, and I had this one as well on my want list for a long time, and I mean, the price of these records are getting really high as well, and I was still trying to find the record, you know, in great condition or good condition under $100, and yeah, it took me a few years until I found this one, and I was lucky because I bought it on eBay and there were not as many people you know, watching it, so I got it for a good price. Next band, we are getting back to German krautrock or jazzy krautrock with Embryo. So this album from Embryo is from 1970, I'm just looking at my note, 1973. And it has been founded by the multi-instrumentalist, sorry, difficult to pronounce for me, Christian Burkhardt and Edgar Hoffmann. So some really nice pictures here. And I think as well, in 1979, they did a 9-month tour in India. And if you look at YouTube, you can find the movie they did from that, which is called Vagabunden Caravan. And I really loved it. I mean, it's in German, right? But you see really, you know, the band touring in small bus, you know, and without, you know, with friends. I mean, it's more the hippie style of thing. And, you know, with some great experience where they were playing with some local guys there, Indian guys, and, you know, so I really loved the video. If you didn't see it, I recommend you to check it out. Again, it's in German, but, you know, it doesn't really matter. I think Vagabunden Caravan, that's the name of the movie. Next one is another record that I had on my want list for a long time. It's Geronimo with Cosmic Blues, which is their first album. So Geronimo is a really collectible and really good German hard rock, 70s hard rock band. And they did a free album. The second album, which is self-titled, is the most difficult to find and goes for a lot of money. This one is still affordable, but often is as well not in great condition. And I found this one really, I mean, the cover is VG+, you know, I mean, if you pick a VG Plus, if you're looking for a VG Plus Plus, let's say, and the record itself is near mint, and you know, so I was really lucky to find this one. And it comes on this Bellephone label, and I got it as well for really good price. So I was happy with this one. Next one is a band, Dutch band, more blues rock from the Netherlands. Yeah, After Tea. The album is from 1969. I was looking for this record as well for quite a long time, had it on my want list, and I found finally it is a German white label promo copy in great shape for as well a good price. And look, really good album. You can find it on YouTube and you can listen to it. I had it on my iPhone, right? So for quite some time, and I was listening to it constantly when I was traveling or when I was in my car. And you know, the first side of the record has some great songs. The side two, I really love it. It's basically 3 songs, but they are all you know, kind of put together and combined in a one long jam, which I really like. So again, After Tea, highly recommend it. So now we are getting to the first 2, and the number 2, you know, was difficult for me to classify at least the number 3, because again, the After Tea album is an album that I had on my want list probably for 4 years, 5 years. But look, number 2, I put Prime Evil, and Prime Evil is a US band, US you know, heavy hard rock in my view, right? Psych or hard rock, 70s hard rock. And yeah, it's a really solid album, and it's as well highly collectible. The band is coming from Indiana. It's coming on a private label, which is 700 West, and I'm not sure how much albums they, or how much copy they issued, but probably a few hundreds, right? I think I read somewhere 300 maybe. And that could be the case, because they are highly collectible. They are going for quite some money. It's you know, again, a great album. Sounds really terrific in my view. And you know, you have really excellent guitar solo on titles like Living Like Your Blues. And again, I was kind of hesitating putting it in number 2 or in number 1, because if I would speak about the most rare record and the most expensive as well that I acquired over the last 6 months, Prime Evil will be number 1. But again, I wanted to rank it as well, mainly on the music, and it's great. But I found, in my view, right, a better record this year, or I love it, right? And that's the number 1 from the 2021 records that I found. And it's a prog rock band from the UK, which is called Granny. And that's unfortunately or not an original, because the originals, and that's the exception from all the records I have shown you, they were all originals. This one is not an original. They did only 100 copy from the original. So the originals are really highly difficult, impossible to find, and go, if you find one, for huge amount of money. So this reissue is a reissue from SRT production, and these one are already as well, it's from 2012, I think 2012, yes. They are already really difficult as well to find, and so they are coming with you know, a picture of the band, and you have a certificate of authenticity, because this one was done by, again, a reissue done by the Record Collector rare vinyl series, and you have it you know, handwritten, hand signed, and it's the copy number 409 out of 750 copies. And you know, you have here as well some news covered or whatever, yeah. So it's, again, a great band in my view. I mean, it's probably the best prog rock album which I have heard over the last years, right? So if you don't know Granny, I really recommend you to check it out online. You will find that on YouTube as well. And again, these records, they are going already for a couple of hundreds when you find them. I think look for a record which is less than 10 years old. In the next 10-20 years, this record will probably go really high in price. So Granny, and the value of the record is in my view secondary, right? Obviously, it's always nice to have records which are valuable, but the band itself, again, really, really good, really strong prog rock band. So thank you very much for watching. Again, if you want to put any comments, I will be really happy to read them. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, and see you soon. Bye.